Arc Oakbridge has been designed in a very particular way to be an enabling environment for young people with high functioning autism. We have sensory lighting in all the teaching spaces that can be adjusted to a range of different colours. We have low arousal paint colours throughout the building. Most of the classrooms are carpeted as well to dampen the noise, and there's very little visual information or clutter in the classroom, so there are very few displays. All of this can lead to greater distraction for our young people. Some of our young people can work in groups, so we'll have group tables often in the centre of the classroom, but for those who are more distractible, they can have access to workstations within the class as well. Young people seem very keen to come back into school, and our cohort seems to be quite often young people who've had very disrupted educational placements or even placements that have fallen apart completely. When students come to us, they're keen to learn and they want to be educated, which is a great starting point for us as a school. There's a range of technology that we use within the school. We make use of some very simple programs that create symbols and text to support young people's understanding. This is used across the school, regardless of young people's levels of understanding. We have interactive touch screens in every teaching space, and we've also recently invested in virtual reality technology, not only as an educational tool, but we've also started producing our own content to reduce the anxiety of prospective students to help them get that proverbial foot in the door. The curriculum is developed around the child, so we start with initial baseline assessments to accurately understand what each child's individual starting point is. From there we can look at what kind of journey each student would take through the school. That might mean that they have a route where they develop through a functional skills route, but some students will also develop through a route where they could gain GCSEs in English, Maths and Science, and potentially some other subjects as well. All of that hinges around that initial baseline assessments and then the interventions that can go in during that, from that process onwards. Encouraging success has been quite easy, considering how much of it we've seen in the short space of time. Initially, our students make really rapid progress with their social and emotional skills. And it's been easy to celebrate that, particularly with the families who are telling us that they're experiencing the same success at homes. We frequently had families tell us that they've got their child back, their home life has improved significantly since their child's been at the school. Academically, we have those who will have formal qualifications by the end of their schooling, but we celebrate those small steps in between as well, making sure that people are all aware of the successes that they're having, no matter how big or how small. We're very lucky that all students at Oakbridge have access to therapeutic input as part of the package. We have speech and language therapy and occupational therapy available on a fortnightly basis at the school. Our outcomes for the school, for our young people at the school, are very lofty. We would like all students to leave at least with a formal qualification in English, Maths and Science, dependent on their own level of ability. And we're already establishing links with local colleges so that we can help our students to achieve well into their futures. I'm in a very fortunate position to have been involved in the vision of Arc Oakbridge right from its inception. Our aim is to develop young people in as rounded a fashion as possible, be it academically, socially and emotionally. We would like our young people to leave the school as independent as possible so that they can thrive in the real world when they leave our school. It's difficult to pin down one thing that I'm proudest of at the school. I'm proud of students arriving for school every morning and walking in and going to their lessons and wanting to learn. I'm proud of my staff team who put everything into every day and making the most of the time that they have with the young people. I'm proud of how we've been able to have an impact on families' lives and make life easier for them again. I'm very proud of our school.